Warren, just a quick request. Would you please stop using CNBC as an acronym for mass destruction?
But if I use NBCC, then I've got a problem with Steve.
How do you decide when making a personal investment for your own account versus an investment for Berkshire?
I do not own a share, or never have owned a share of Phillips 66. I'm not sure where that person, what he's referring to. It may be that there's some way when the form is filled out that because I'm CEO of Berkshire, that on some line it imputes ownership to me or something. But the answer is I've never owned a share of Phillips. And Seritage is a real estate investment trust that had a total market value of under $2 billion when I bought it. And my situation is that I have about 1% of my net worth outside of Berkshire and 99% in it, and I can't be doing things that Berkshire does. So a Seritage with a $2 billion market cap is not really something that is of a Berkshire size. Plus, we've never owned a real estate investment trust to my knowledge in Berkshire at all. I mean, it's just not a... So I could buy that and not have any worry about a conflict with Berkshire. As a practical matter, my best ideas are, I hope they're my best ideas, are off limits for me because they go to Berkshire if they're sizable enough to have a significance to Berkshire. We will not be making investments unless it's something very odd. We will not be making investments in companies with a total market cap of a couple billion. Well, we're our present size. But so every now and then I see something that's sub-sized for Berkshire that I'll put that 1% of my net worth in, and the rest of the stuff is off limits, basically, unless Berkshire's all done buying something. Or is it? I mean, I own some wells that I bought a long, long time ago, and Berkshire was not interested in. I mean, we bought enough or something at the time, or maybe we didn't have money for investment. But I try to stay away from anything that could conflict with Berkshire. And if I'd been buying Phillips when Berkshire was buying Phillips, or prior, or subsequently, there could be a case where it'd be okay when we might have hit some limit. But the answer is I didn't buy any, and I've never owned any. Charlie?
Well, part of being in a position like that we occupy, you really don't want conflict of interest or even the appearance of it. And it's been 50 or 60 years. When have we embarrassed Berkshire by some of our side conduct? Both of us have practically nothing of significance in the total picture outside of Berkshire. I've got some Costco stock. I'm the director of Costco. Berkshire's got some Costco stock. There are 2 or 3 little overlaps like that, but basically, Berkshire shareholders have more to worry about than some conflict that Warren and I are going to give it. We're not going to do it.
It may sound a little crazy, and it's only because I can afford to say this, but I would much rather make money for Berkshire than for myself. I mean, it isn't going to make any difference to me anyway. I've got all the money I could possibly need and way more. And on balance, my personality, everything's more wound up in how Berkshire does than I am myself, because I'm going to give it all away. So I know my end result is 0, and I don't want Berkshire's end result to be 0. So I'm on Berkshire's side.